Good afternoon and welcome back to Huntington Beach, California. We're here at Marina Park Outdoor Racquetball Courts. This is the men's CPRT 40-plus doubles division. Those are all pro caliber players. To enter into this division, you have to be a minimum of 40 years of age. Our players in front are Josh Tucker on the left and Greg Solis on the right. They've won this event multiple times. Their perennial opponents are Tony Burg and Scott St. Clair.
Tony and Scott have been playing together several years now, but Greg and Josh have won the last two CPRTs. That's going to be a tough call. I don't know if I have an opinion on that. That's such a good call. But I think they're saying that they're arguing if Scott was out of the box or Greg couldn't see it or something. Either way, that was a heck of an angle. Must have been good. That was an ace serve. Good shot down the line right at Scott's feet. Zero serve two. Another thing you won't see indoor is leaves in the front of the court. Out. Good let by Scott.
And we did use the leaf blower a couple of matches ago, but we do have just enough breeze to keep it interesting.
Back.
Next up on court 6, Carlos Ricardo.
Good hands by Greg.
Rick Hollenbeck. Jim Durham. Rick Licencio, court 6.
Tied up at 2 apiece. Tucker makes that look too easy.
Josh does a good job not standing straight up trying to hit that. He bends down low, so he's at the same elevation as the ball. Good 2-wall. Miss hit by Scott, hit the bevel.
Waited just a tiny bit too long to take that shot. Quick 7-point run from Tucker and Solis. So 3 of these 4 players have been just on the court prior to this. Solis was the only one that had an hour technically off.
Scott hits himself. It's unfortunate. Just keeps the rhythm going for Josh and Greg. It's not what they want. I don't want any self-inflicted mistakes here. sails it wide. Wide ball.
Timeout on the court. We'll be back in just a moment.
We're back in action.
Brandon, you to turn the desk, please. Brandon, thanks to turn the desk.
Missed opportunity by Tony.
Definitely one I've seen him get quite a few times before. He'll regret that one later.
That's a good 2-wall by St. Clair. Sets up that whole rest of their rally.
Come on down. Come on down.
Ooh, Tucker barely misses the 2-wall. And here it comes, first mulligan of game.
So the mulligan is a unique rule for the Classic Professional Racquetball Tour. Each team can redo one serve. They can't use it for anything in the rally. So it has to be a serve that was long, short, or wide. Cannot be a skipped serve. As otherwise, the game is a one-serve game. If you're short or long, your service opportunity is finished.
St. Clair saved an out ball right there. Did them a favor. Good pass down the middle.
Our referee for this match is Emmett Cohn. You may have watched in the match prior to this with Victoria Rodriguez. If you've watched any of our Vegas matches in the past, you'll also have seen him playing there and in paddleball divisions at the pro level. A gentleman that is very comfortable working with these courts.
Yeah, Emmett is an elite paddleball player. I think he has several titles under his belt.
Ariola or Quijada, please come to the tournament desk.
Just missed the 2-wall. Scott.
The front edge of that wall is about 12 feet higher. So if he'd been 6 inches farther back in that angle, he'd have caught the side wall.
Good shot by Tony.
Great effort by St. Clair.
Ariola Tejada, tournament guest please. Ariola Tejada, tournament guest please. Thank you.
5 serving 10.
Good 2-wall.
Justin.
That's an elite 2-wall. 46-foot court deep. He hit it about 45 and a half. Scott out the door again. Good cutoff by St. Clair. I believe he scored that a point.
Yes, he did. St. Clair was headed the wrong direction, so there was some contact, but it was inconsequential to the outcome of the rally.
Ooh. 13 serves 5, commanding lead. Tucker to get these next few serves in, make them shoot the ball and kill it just like that.
First game point. All 4 players very comfortable playing with the audience. Playing out here very frequently. All right, that's the end of our first game. Players have 2 minutes to come back for the second. We will see you in just a moment. Back in action. Tucker Solis have the serve for game number 2.
which I'm sure Burg and St. Clair don't want. Tony and Scott looking for a little redemption here. Oh, Josh deked his partner. The swing and the miss. Had them both going. Good re-kill by Tony. He was quick. Good Scott. Good shot by Josh. He's an expert at re-killing the left corner up there. Greg doing his best to get it to Sinclair's backhand. Possibly Josh Hader now ball, but doesn't matter. He rolled it out in front of Burg. 1 serving 0. Oh, just misfortune for Burg and St. Clair on those.
You know what they say? Getting old isn't for pussies.
Barely missed. Tony looking for out the door. Barely went by.
It gets elevated.
I do remember.
Short ball. It's a tough way to start after side out. He takes Mulligan. In my opinion, a little early for that, but yours to use whenever you feel like it. Zero serves 3. That's a good serve right at Greg's feet. Just a miss pinch for Burg. Greg playing good defense. Good shot. Scott. Pretty good serve deep in the court. Didn't matter. Scott rolls it out right in front of him.
I'm still in recovery. But then after I recovered, then I'm going back into surgery. And I'll recover from that. So I don't
Out the door behind himself. Good shot.
Part 3 when they're done.
Good overhand reverse by Burg. Clair looking for a deep 2-wall. Doesn't quite have the angle. A little too shallow. Five serves 1. Stretching out the lead a little bit, these two. Serves 5 coming in. Good reverse by Tuck. Oh, Tucker calls it on himself. It's skip. 2 serves 5. Good shot by Greg. I think Tony needs to get over to Greg's forehand if he wants to have some sets. Greg's backhand, he's one of the rare players that has a better backhand than he does a forehand. And there you have it. Greg going for a deep 2-wall. Just missed it by inches. Coming back in. 5-2. Good serve right at Tony's body. Ooh. The reverse, Tony. Good stretch, St. Clair. 3 serves 5, chipping away the lead. Wide ball. He had room to go straight in my opinion. He had room to go straight in. Sinclair's begging his point that he doesn't want to hit anybody. He had a straight in my opinion. Good re-kill. Tucker's notorious for that. Getting into a rally, putting some pace on the ball, getting a weak return, and re-killing.
How are you going to make sure they don't do that? If you did it yourself.
Good get by Greg. Even better re-kill by Tony. Well started by the really good return of serve. Got Greg out of position. Five serve 3. Scott had an open lane to go right back out the door where Greg was. Just missed it. Six serves 3.
Nice down the line.
Yeah, that's going to happen if you serve a 35-footer to Josh's forehand. You need to get that deep or get more of an angle on it. Again, almost identical spot Josh hit the first one from. Good defense by Greg. Rolled out. Greg retreated, killed that ball right in front of the two of them. Just missed it. I think Tony looks like he might be a little tired coming off a previous match. Just lacking a little footwork on that shot there to get in position to hit it.
Oh, sorry, I mean...
Wide ball.
Move your feet, Tony.
Oh my God, I had
11 serves 3.
good shot, Greg.
Great outdoor shot. Would have been terrible indoors, but
That counts just as good as a kill. That high 2 wall lands in the back 1 foot of the court. I think Sinclair, you can tell by his body language, the game is getting a little out of hand here.
and he's going to take a timeout. We will as well. We'll be back in just a moment.
Back from timeout. Ooh, good timeout by Burg and Clair. Paid off.
Maybe even more.
This is their first mulligan here in Game 2. Their only mulligan in Game 2.
13-3.
So definitely the right time to take advantage of it. Ball doesn't lie. Says it was your time to be done, sir.
3-13. Oh, almost.
Oh, yeah, they don't drop it fast.
4-13, still on the first serve. Good hands by Greg.
You guys are doing great. This is great. This is you guys. Tired. Yeah, $10 for a hot dog, right? $50 for a beer.
Oh, Scott taking the shot. I like it.
And he did say that he would start taking it. Yeah, so I'm glad it was a nice clean shot.
Goal. It's a battle of the forehands. 4 shots in a row. Ball on from the Kalani Lawrence and Carla Munoz match. Sinclair's shot right at the body, kind of locked Tucker up a little bit. Oh, glad Scott cleared. Could have been ugly right down the line.
Next up on court 4, Greg McDonald, Martha McDonald.
That is Greg's go-to shot. He's been hitting that pinch for years.
Court 4, Renalfo Everest, Sylvia McCain.
That'll be a momentum killer. Scott did a good job not retreating and attacking that ball while he had Greg in front of him. Good job of Greg going right back at him. Tony couldn't retreat fast enough. $13-9.
It was a great run by Burg and St. Clair. Getting them back in the game a bit. 6 in a row.
Josh missed a 2-wall. 13-9 still. Just a miss hit. 1 match point away here from being CPRT champs. Good job, St. Clair and Burg staying in the fight. It's tough. 43-foot overhand. Killed.
He's right down the center when his 2 opponents were on the edges. Good choice. See if you can capitalize that and take the win.
Hey, Darryl, that's the tiebreaker. You guys go on there next. 3. Just starting? Tiebreaker, no, it's like 3-3.
Champs.
There we go.
That's the end of it. 3 in a row for those two.
Amazing play. You'll see them again in the pro doubles divisions as well. Thank you all very much for joining us. We have one more match that we might be able to get broadcast this afternoon before our batteries die. Be sure to look for that in 10 or 15 minutes. Thank you.